Okay, so today we'll be mixing two-stroke gas for a weed whacker, leaf blower, and a chainsaw. Also winterizing the gas so we can use the two-stroke fuel throughout the fall. Let's get started. There's already gas in the gas can. I have still HP Ultra 2-cycle engine oil. I also have stable fuel stabilizer. Alright, let's get started. So first what you want to do, or what I usually do first, is I'll put the two-stroke mixing oil in first. If I can open it. I'm struggling here. Very much struggling, actually. Good use is a key. Very good use for this. If you don't have anything. So now, pour a two-stroke oil into the gas can. And I usually put it in there, let it sit for a couple of seconds, take it out, and then I throw it away. Usually something like that, like 1, 2, 3. Maybe shake it out a little more is okay, but usually that's enough. So now, what you do with your fuel stabilizer, you try to get as much as you can. As you see, mine's almost empty, so I'm gonna have an issue getting this out of here. But before we do that, actually, before you mix it, I usually put in the fuel stabilizer first, because then I can just close the gas can. I don't have to worry about it. And then I just squeeze whatever's left in there too. So there's I put about probably enough fuel stabilizer in there for about a gallon, a little less than a gallon, but you don't want a lot because first of all it's two-stroke and it's not that great for two-stroke engines. So now we're gonna want to put those in recycling. Don't forget your keys. I've done that, it's not fun. So next you're gonna want to put your vent hole. Don't want gas shooting on you. Put your cap on. Now I've always, just in my experiences, I hate these kind of gas cans. So I've never gotten them to seal properly. Or get the head straight. So now, all you do is I just shake it for a couple of seconds. We'll walk over to the weed whacker since that's the one thing I have that's empty. And the other two, the leaf blower and the chainsaw, already has fuel stabilizer in it. The gas tanks, not the weed whacker. Okay, now that the fuel is pretty much mixed up, you want to make sure your fuel cap's open on the weed whacker. Make sure you have no fuel in the tank. Make sure it's off, your choke's off. Make sure you don't push the primer button. So now, what I do, you're going to put your gas in. Usually, I just do it like that. If you're not good like me, use two hands and make sure that you actually mix it good enough. And now all I do is just rock back and forth like that. Now that's good. Now we'll start it up. You want to put your choke on. This on. I always check to make sure the throttle's not frozen because it gets cold here at night. It probably gets around maybe 40 something. It's not cold, but in the garage it does because there's a fan that blows AC from the house into here. Don't worry, season lasts either, though. Okay, so I got it primed. I do this a couple of times to make sure there's feel in it. Make sure your choke switch is on. And really, you should hold this in your hand when you start, but since for demonstrations, this is how I'm going to start it. You hear it kick over like that, take the choke off. It usually starts on the first, second pull. And now I usually leave it like that idle for a minute or two. Meanwhile, while this is stopping, this is idling, I'm gonna get the leaf blower ready. Okay, I'm back. So we wagged some ground trials for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes. Shut it off. And now we'll go to the leaf blower. For a leaf blower, usually I always have gas in it, but I was wrong, I didn't put fuel stabilizer in it, so we're going to add gas with fuel stabilizer in it. There is fuel in here, but not much. So what I usually do is before I put fresh fuel in it, I'll pump old fuel. This is really only like maybe week-old fuel, but I'll pump it about maybe, I don't know, 6 or 9 times. That's good. I'll open the fuel cap. I always make sure that it's clean here, but I didn't pay attention this time, so make sure you keep your fueling area clean. And again, I am guessing how much fuel I need to put in, and I'm spilling. Don't do what I'm doing. And guess how much fuel you need to put in. Right there. Spilled even more on. So now, close your fuel cap. Put your fuel where you usually keep your fuel. I keep it right there. Go grab a rag. Sorry this is a long video. I don't like editing, so. So now we'll wipe off the gas. And gas actually does help clean off stuff. Put the rag back. And now what we'll do is we'll start the leaf blower up. So, here's your choke and throttle. Full, turn it all the way up is full choke. This is fast style, no choke. Turn it on the full choke. Since we already primed it, I'm only going to do it 3 times. 3. And usually this starts on like the 3rd, 4th pull. There you go, it's running. Now I usually let it run for probably about a minute or 2 on that. I'm not going to start the chainsaw because I don't have a tripod and I'm running out of time, but there you go guys. Hope you enjoy it and I hope this helps. Bye.